It was so bad.
Well, you sit back and you take a look at this footage.
Hershey Park Arena, October 1987. Macho Man Randy Savage against the Honky Tonk Man. Here's the cover, flying elbow off the top. Bret the Hitman Hart breaks it up. The Anvil break it up. And now the Hart Foundation are attacking the Macho Man. Honky Tonk remains the Intercontinental Championship. We're back here. Flashback on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel for Chaos Corner. Episode 9. Let's listen in. It's Saturday night's main event here on Flashback. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you to fan 25 feet below the surface of the earth.
A defenseless woman, Elizabeth. Let me tell you something, baby. She's a daughter of the devil, and she was trying to bewitch my men, and they only did what they had to do.
All right, like hit the Macho Man over the head with.
We start off fast and furious, right from the rip here on Flashback. Episode 9, we never know when we're going off the air, so hold on to your seats, hold on to your hats.
What I love, I don't know who they may be. Vince, let's go back to you.
Saturday night's main event. Kick back and relax. And here we go. The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, leading Bret the Hitman Hart to the ring. Behind the Hitman is the omnipresent Anvil, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Look as the Honky Tonk Man, we flash back to 1987. Honky Tonk. You know I always fuck it up, right? Honky Tonk just takes Elizabeth and shoves her aside like a mere child. Don't ever put your hands on a woman, pro wrestling or not.
Get as hard as you possibly can. I can't condone that, but there's an old...
I can't condone it either, Jesse.
Get out of the kitchen. Let's take you to the heat. Let's take you to the Macho Man and Mean Gene.
Yeah. All right, Elizabeth, I've got to ask you right off the bat, because there is an entire country out there that wants to know, have you had any ill effects from the Honky Tonk Man's vicious attack?
Well, there's still some pain, but I'm fine.
You are?
I'm not fine. I'm not fine at all, Mean Gene. In fact, I've never been hungrier than I am now. Elizabeth and they laughed about it, yeah. They laughed about it. Well, I'm telling you and I'm telling the
He's snapping to his Slim Jim.
Yeah, this is my quest. This is my vow. This is my life. I'm not going to rest until I get those cowards. Yeah, those cowards. And I give them what they deserve. You understand what I'm talking about? Vengeance is mine. Say it to Macho Man Randy Savage. Vengeance is mine.
Now, Macho Man, it's going to take one cool head to get in that ring tonight and beat Bret the Hitman Hart. We've all seen how his treachery cost you the Intercontinental Heavyweight title.
Chill out, Luigi. Uncle, just chill out right now. I'm into the danger zone. And I'm telling you something right now. I've never been more ready than I am now. Yeah. Elizabeth, down that aisle. Yeah. Down that aisle. Vengeance is mine.
My lovely Elizabeth, and of course,
Here we go. It's the Macho Man Randy Savage and Bret the Hitman Hart on Saturday night's main event. Wow.
Let's get back.
I almost lost my breath. Now listen, we don't want any copyrights here. We are down in the vault of Chaos Chronicles with all my own personal footage. VHS on the old 80s outboard with the VHS DVD player, DVR, whatever the fuck it is. All in one with the flat screen, the knobs, the screws, the buttons, the banger of a mometer. Is that what they call it, the bangometer? Macho Man in the orange and black. Bret the Hitman Hart and the omnipresent pink black. Here we go. One-on-one for the Intercontinental. No, it's not for the Intercontinental Championship. On the outside is the Anvil. Jimmy Mouth of the South of Hart. And, of course, the lovely Miss Elizabeth. That's right. The Intercontinental Champion was the Honky Tonk Man. And Bret the Hitman Hart saved the Honky Tonk Man from losing to the Macho Man. Here we go. Macho Man and the Hitman.
The Macho Man, and then later on, for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, King Kong Bundy takes on the Hulkster.
Wow. Do we have a commercial here? No! When we go to the celebrities, we're back to Saturday night's main event from the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Brian Bosworth. Do you remember the Boz? Seattle Seahawks linebacker? Boz is live! Well, in 1987, 88.
I'm not finished playing with a macho man.
I like that haircut on Brian Bosworth back in the time. Until Bo Jackson ran his ass over. Bosworth was incredible at Oklahoma, though. No? If you guys know your history, I think you do. If not, you come here to learn it. We jumped right into episode 9 here. Episode 8 went off the air. I mean, I had no idea what was going on. I believe it was episode 8. Maybe it was episode 7. I'm as confused as a baby at Hooters. I'll line it up when I put them up on a premiere. Drop an elbow on that like button. Leave a comment. Say something. Shout out to my moderators, Austin Nance and the OTS Tribal Queen. Thanks for being here to keep all the geeks and dweebs and nerds and neckbeards and mouth breathers and goons off the channel. Who else does this kind of watch-along concept? Because you can't even watch along. You got to be here to watch it. Because these are random VHS tapes from the classic golden era of the 80s. I had to get up and change the channel myself. And a lot of these events, when we go from post to post, pillar to coast, border to border, we're on at the same time. Of course, not Saturday night's main event, which used to come on, I believe, at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for an hour. Everybody looked forward to the Saturday night's main event when it was on. What a time slot. The ratings were unbelievable. Everybody talks about today's ratings. WWE getting 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million at times. AEW getting 6, 7, 8, 900,000. NXT 700,000. Get your heads out of your asses when it comes to ratings. All right, back then, 10 million people on a night were watching the Monday Night Wars, or millions throughout the week. Go back and do your research, your due diligence, like we do here on this channel. Let me see if I can adjust the volume. It's been one heck of a ride these last couple of episodes. We've been on a roll. Is this episode 8 or episode 9? I'll figure it out. You guys know that. Heartman knocked off the apron into the guardrail. Two of the greatest wrestlers ever, Macho Man Randy Savage and Bret the Hitman Hart. I met the Macho Man Savage, had a chance to talk to him briefly at the New Haven Coliseum back in the, I want to probably say the middle to late 80s. Had a chance, and Bret Hart's first ever return to New York City after the Montreal screw job. We worked for the same organization where I was commissioner for the North American Wrestling Alliance, taking over for Bruno Sammartino, and then going on for the next 20 years to be commissioner of that company, perhaps the longest in pro wrestling history, being able to work with the Hitman, being able to pick his brain, ask him questions, learn from him, being able to manage Jim the Anvil Neidhart on a handful of occasions, in the ring against each other and with each other. Macho Man off the top turnbuckle, outside of the ring. Oh, and Bret Hart with the megaphone to the abdomen of Savage. Down goes Macho. And there's Miss Elizabeth wearing the pink spaghetti strap dress with the sequins. Anvil laying in wait. Working with the Anvil was an honor. One tough son of a bitch. Here's the Anvil, putting the boots to the Macho Man. You got to throw him back in the ring. And Anvil listens to me just like he did. Although, you know what, Neidhart? Rest in peace. You left me hanging in the lurch against Yokozuna and Jake the Snake Roberts when they threw the fucking snake on me. You and Julio De Niro, Fantastico Sanchez, whatever his name was. I'll never forget that night. Snake, I know you're watching, Roberts, and if not, somebody will clip it and send it to you. Don't think I forgot about that, Jake. Yokozuna with the 600-pound leg drop. If I didn't move my arm, he'd have broke it. It's on the channel here. Go to the playlist. It's on the videotape here on the channel. Oh, hanging Savage up in the tree of woe, if you will. Putting the boots to the Macho Man in the corner. It sounds a little wonky on this one, huh? Listen, we're only 10 minutes in. It's been a crazy couple of episodes here.
And here comes Bret Hart.
Oh, big pile driver by Bret the Hitman Hart on a Macho Man. Macho kicks out of the pile driver. Rare indeed back in the day. Now, fans, thanks for being here. Much love and respect in this crazy insanity of 2024. I need this distraction, and I know that you do too. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit, because if Jesus Christ is for us, no one could be against us. Shout out to our Lord and Savior who makes all things possible.
And Elizabeth looking on. I don't think he's just going for victory. I think he's trying to punish the Macho.
Far side. Misses with the shoulder block in the corner. Macho Man out of the way at the last second. Macho Man taking over on a Hitman. Oh, shoulder first into the ring post. Hitman in big trouble. Macho has to recover.
One into the outside barrier. Bret Hart's shoulder's got to be hamburger at this point.
Beautiful snapmare by Macho Man. He's going to the top rope. He's going to the high rent district. Macho's gonna fly. Big double axe handle on the Hitman. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. Technically sound was the Macho Man. That's how you do it. Pro Wrestling 101. Macho taking over. Both going back and forth. Side backbreaker by the Hitman. Here's the cover. No. Up on his feet. You should have covered him, Hitman. You had a chance. He's going to the second rope. What's Hart going to do? That leaping elbow, and he misses. Macho Man rolls out of the way. You had a chance to pin him, Hitman. You should have fucking pinned him. I apologize for the cussing. Big boot to the sternum of Bret Hart by the Macho Man. Jumps over the top rope, drops Hart's throat across the steel cables. Here's the cover. Macho Man nimble as a minx. Macho going for the clothesline. Shoulder over first. Bret the Hitman Hart tosses Macho Man over the top rope. Lands hard on that ankle. Macho Man's in big trouble. Ref didn't see it. Miss Elizabeth laying in wait. Didn't really do much as a manager. She was purely a deer in headlights, a doe, if you will. Just basically eye candy. She was no Sunshine. She was no Precious. She was no Sensational Sherry. She was no Missy Hyatt. I'm just saying, man. She certainly was no Baby Doll, the perfect 10. Female managers, and I'll call them managers, who really got physical in the ring. Again, the best of the best. Baby Doll, Sensational Sherry, Precious, Sunshine, Missy Hyatt. Even Medusa Michelli at times, who was a manager, but obviously a grappler. Listen, and we'll even go to the ECW days of Beulah McGillicuddy and Francine. But those were women that got involved, not when the TNA was around, from Miss Elizabeth to Sunny at times, and so on and so forth, and what's happened in the whole diva generation since then. I'm just giving you my viewpoint here as we actually go to commercials from 1987, 88. Matilda Bay. Do you remember Matilda Bay, the alcoholic beverage? Wow. A chance here to take a breather here on Saturday night's main event. Chaos Corner, Flashback. I can't thank you fans enough. I'm repeating because that's what I do. This is all ad-lib. This is not scripted. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, as I said earlier, raw dog. Well, I'm going to say whatever comes to mind. That's what happens here in Chaos Corner. No one else can do it like this, like I do. I can go on for hours and hours, show after show, no information in front of me, and just give it to you like I give it to you. Canoe, the men's cologne, that was really garbage back in the day. If you think about Canoe, the cologne, do any of you guys remember that? We're still here on a commercial break here on Flashback, and we're going to Sam Goody. Do you remember Sam Goody? The record store, Sam Goody Entertainment record store, I guess. I don't know, but it was Sam Goody's. most of you probably weren't born at that point, as you get to get a closer look into the inside viewpoint of Chaos Corner.
If you were stranded on an island,
Well, if you're stranded on an island, let's check out this commercial.
on this island, you'd want
On this island, which the island of Manhattan, and there's the Twin Towers. That's how far back we go here on Flashback. That in this commercial right now about Manhattan, there's the Twin Towers. Let that marinate. Let that sink in for history. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Who could ask for anything more?
Back with more Saturday night's main event, and I believe we're going to be back with this match resuming. I'm not too sure the Macho Man appears to be making an effort to get back into the ring.
What?
But the referee hasn't called it off.
At least I don't have to deal with that bitch Alexa. I unplugged her. That's how much heat I have there with that mechanical AI bitch. You know I don't like her, right? Always talking back to me, always sass, and she doesn't even say anything good. I could respect her if she was respectful to me, but she's not. I got big heat with her. That's right. Back to Saturday night's main event, Macho Man and Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm going to take a little break here. We're only 15 minutes in.
Maybe the referee needs to be confident, step in, see the Macho Man is unable to
Done.
continue, and stop the man. Bret Hart right away, going for the ankle. He's hanging over the rope, the Macho Man is. The referee should break it up right now. Where's the ref? Oh, no, he's stomping on the ankle.
How's everybody doing today?
Do your job.
You guys just hanging out, checking out Chaos Corner, coming off an unbelievable Father's Day weekend 2024. All the buzz around the WWE and the Wyatt Six and what's going on over there with Heavyweight Championship, which is really the third rate title with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre coming off Card at the Castle, Dusty Rhodes, son Cody, the American Nightmare, defending the title. What's next for Rhodes? It was a great match with AJ Styles. I'll say that. It really was a good bout. I never forget talking to his father. I reminisce about this all the time, whether it be when he was in the WWE offices, whether it was on the independent circuit, whether it was ECW, whether it was for Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. It really was an honor. I'm humbled beyond belief. Just being able to talk on the phone. Imagine that. Here's the cover by the Macho Man. Only a 2 count. I'm losing focus, Chaos. How could I be talking about all this when Hart and Savage are on? Beautiful toe hold here by Bret the Hitman Hart. Stomping on the ankle. Macho Man's been selling that ankle the whole match here at Saturday night's main event. Half crab. Bret the Hitman Hart trying to make the Macho Man tap out. Macho Man, great ring awareness, right by the lower rope. You're not going to get Macho that easily. Got to break the hold. Got to break it up, Hart. As we look over the shoulders of Miss Elizabeth. Again, Macho Man is selling that left leg. If you go back to Saturday night's main event and look for the card with Bundy against Hogan, Macho Man against Bret the Hitman Hart. And then you guys could see where we're at and what that was all about. Do your research on the Saturday night's main event series if you can find it on a network or on YouTube anywhere. That's why I'm holding my head, because it was that good. Could have been a little cartoon-like at times. I get it. After the rock and wrestling connection and where the WWF went in the late 80s into the early 90s. Bret Hart brings in Macho Man the hard way. Wait, small package by Macho. 3 count. There it is. The Macho Man pins Bret the Hitman Hart. Wow, out of nowhere. And then, of course, the Anvil's going to attack Macho Man. Macho Man fighting back. Throws Anvil out of the ring. Bret Hart taking over. Jimmy Hart's got to grab that damn megaphone. He's going to hit Macho. Macho ducks and he hits Bret the Hitman Hart in a dome piece. Rumbling, stumbling, fumbling. You know what Bully Ray said to me from Busted Open After Dark, Busted Open 24/7, co-host on Busted Open Radio, perhaps the greatest tag team of all time, the Dudley Boys. He said to me back in 06-07, when myself and the Outcast Killers, Oman Tortuga and Diablo Santiago were going for the NWA World Tag Team titles in a series of tables matches, he said, give Big Daddy 5 spots and he'll fuck up 4 of them. Just like I just did. I consider that to be a compliment. What I say, man, I'm just telling you, relating true stories. What do you want from me? You know what you get, though, right? Entertainment personified. And you never know what's going to happen or what I'm going to say on this channel. You never know what's going to happen here. That's the enjoyment of watching this. Why are they showing the Seattle Seahawks? Now, obviously, main event, Saturday night's main event on this episode, and I told you to go out and duck, it was from Seattle, Washington. The Seattle Seahawks at ringside. They already showed the Boz, Brian Bosworth. All you got to do is do your due diligence, all you internet geeks, stalkers, cyber thugs, keyboard warriors. Bundy backstage with the Brain.
You know, gentlemen, I must say this.
You must say nothing. You must stand there and shut up. Because I've got a lot to say.
On my Mount Rushmore of managers. And Bundy belongs in the fucking Hall of Fame.
I want you to listen to this. Standing right here is 460 pounds of pure champion.
That's right. I still have a bitter taste from Bundy as well. Legend, rest in peace. But don't think I forgot Bundy, our feud. That's what you get here on this channel. In the ring with him and against him.
And of course, he may have your so-called brain in his corner, Bobby Heenan, but you've got to remember that Hulk Hogan has the support of millions and millions of
Bundy was a good man.
All over the world.
I don't care about those Hulk morons all over the world. You see, I've got a surprise.
Surprise.
A big surprise.
A big surprise?
He's got a big surprise for Hogan.
Surprise.
A huge surprise.
Thank you very much.
That's what he's saying. Saturday night's main event.
I don't know what that surprise is, but I'm certain it will not be good. Vince, let's get back to you.
Here we go.
I just wonder what Bobby
Ringside. And remember, if there's music coming up, I'm going to have to do the voiceover. Bundy, as Monsoon said, the walking condominium. Mobile, agile, hostile, and nimble. How the fuck is he not in the Hall of Fame? How come you haven't fixed this, WWE? I get it, but Vince is no longer in charge. Can we put King Kong Bundy? Can we put Demolition? Can we put Ivan Koloff and many others into the Hall of Fame for crying out loud? Here's Heenan announcing the big surprise.
You're turning.
And here comes Andre the Giant. That was the announcement. The heel at this point. Andre the Giant will be in King Kong Bundy's corner with the Brain to take on Hulk Hogan for the World Wrestling Federation title. Wow. Now, does he have a manager's license? Is this allowed? Just like I say about the product here in 2024 in AEW, WWE, with all these people hanging out at ringside, does Andre have special permission from Jack Tunney or a manager's license to be at ringside?
Heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, Bobby Heenan, full of surprises. Andre the Giant, Bobby Heenan himself, and King Kong Bundy. It looks to me like it's 3 against 1.
No, Mean Gene. It's 3 against a 24-gun salute, man. And notice the blue tins, man. I've got a surprise for them. You better believe you can see it. That's the hose that's popping out. The new 408 highways of the secondary survivor system. Just in case all 3 of those dudes, Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, and the Weasel, pound my heart till it almost stops. There's a color pack behind my left ventricle, full of love, training and vitamins. The power pack will kick in.
The chains are getting heavier by the moment.
And then Hulk and Maniacs the 24-inch gun salute, and the secondary survival system.
Shout out to the JD Club. JD and off the script. I give a lot of support to a lot of people out there in this podcast world, and I certainly don't fucking get it back. That's not why I do it, but it's the principle, and I'm a man of principle. But then I say this to myself. I say, Chaos, this isn't a fucking podcast. This is a show. So I don't need anybody else's support or anybody to get the rub or to put me over, because I'm regardless going to put you over and be there anyway. So remember that. Always remember that about the G.O.C. No matter what you want to say about me, no matter what you want to say about my gimmick, my persona, what I do here on the channel, no matter who's watching, I keep it real. Raw dog, as I always say. And people ask me how I'm doing. Well, I'm holding it down, keeping it real, and maintaining till the day I fucking die. Remember that, why you're here, and this is the reality and the truth and the respect of it. It's just that simple. As we look over the shoulders of the eighth wonder of the world. And this one show here on this episode of Flashback has been mainly Saturday night's main event. Mainly Saturday night's main event? Ponder that. Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? I don't want to get any copyrights or any got in the background. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. Now that's what should be happening in real day 2024. But we're not, because the government and all the leftards and libtards and everybody else out there are trying to separate us. And look at this. Commercials circa 87, 88. Throw mama from the train with Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal. Because remember, there was no remote control. I had to tape whatever's on here. That's just the way it goes. Now there's a Foot Locker commercial here. Let's sit back and enjoy. I'll give you some of my commentary. We can watch some commercials here. Just, again, think of the times we're living in, how far back this was. 35 years, whatever it is, almost 40 years. The times were a lot different. We always thought people were the same, but people have changed, and what the government's trying to do to us, and the one world order, the new world order, whatever you want to call it, the WHO, the WEF, the Alphabet Mafia, everybody around the world. It used to be live and let live. You don't infringe on me, I don't infringe on you. You can say what you want, and I can say what I want. But everybody's so uptight and so divided and so against each other, and that's what's going to bring this world down. We have Russia right off the coast of Florida. You can say whatever you want. Long before any politics or government crashes this world with AI and the central banking system and the next flu or whatever, I'm talking openly and freely here and giving you my opinion, the planet's going to destroy itself as well. This truly is the perfect storm. I know you guys come here to escape that stuff, politics and religion and the climate and the social activism and everything that's going on in this world today, but in the commercial break, this is the reality of it, and this is what I do to give you here on this channel, to keep it real. And then we're going back to more commercials here on Saturday night's main event. It's impressive watching these commercials here. It really is. It's crazy. What's the next commercial here on Flashback? I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is only 28 minutes, 29 minutes in, and we never know when we're going off the air here. We don't know what's going to happen. Oh, look, this commercial, a 1987 Dodge blowout sale. That's where we are here in Flashback, 1987. How old were you? Leave a comment. Say something. How old were you in 1987? My fans, my followers, my subscribers, my non-subscribers. If you're still here, tell me how old you were circa 1987. if I didn't fail my math, which you know I did, non-credit twice in college, I believe I was 25 years old in 1987. A good 3 or 4 years into my career behind the walls. Already briefly started training, although unsuccessful. Started my journey several years earlier. Traveled the roads briefly in 88, 89 to make my managerial debut in 91. And here's Toys for Tots. A Toys for Tots commercial here on Chaos Corner. All right, here we go. We don't want to get any copyrights here at 30 minutes in. We're back to the main event for the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title. Andre the Giant, Bobby the Brain Heenan are ringside. It's King Kong Bundy against the immortal Hulk Hogan. Referee Joey Morella. On the call is Jesse the Body Ventura and Vince Jr. That's good shit, pal, huh, Vince? And I know you may be watching because of the people I know that you know that told the truth about you, you freak. I'm not judging, I'm just speaking facts. How you doing, Vince? What? You can't cancel me. You can't. Listen, when you come from nothing, have nothing, and still own most of it, the fuck are you gonna do to me? I have my Lord and Savior without the cussing or with the cussing. That's my fallback. That's my everyday. Let me get back to pro wrestling. I don't want to push anything here, but it is my channel. Bundy with the big shoulder block. Down goes the immortal Hulk Hogan as we look over the shoulders of Andre the Giant. The big knee drop to the jib. Down goes Bundy. And he scoops up. No, but Bundy falls on top of him. 2 count, 2 count. Let me know if the volume is just right, too loud, too low, too much, too soon, too early, too late. Bundy has Hogan in the ropes with that big 400-pound knee on the third vertebrae, the lower lumbar region. Listen to the crowd. Here, I believe, in Seattle, Washington. Boy, did that Pacific Northwest really turn into a shithole. Am I telling the facts here? Because you know that I am. One of the greatest areas of this country for a long, long time turned into a liberal shithole. So I guess you guys know where I stand. I stand with me.
Right now, King Kong Bundy is in control, and the crowd is not very exuberant at all. They don't like what they say. But they're seeing Bundy overpowering the champion of the world.
Bundy picks up Hogan like he's a rag doll, a big body slam. Goes for the big splash, and he misses, and Hogan's out of the way. You! The big trademark rights to the dome piece of Bundy. Far side, off the ropes. Big clothesline. Elbow drop. Second elbow drop. Hogan's going for a third elbow drop. Say what you want about his in-ring skills. There wasn't anybody ever like Hogan in this industry. He wasn't that bad of a worker. Laying in those rapid-fire machine gun right hands. But no, listen, no closed fist, Hogan. You can't hit him with a closed fist. Goes for the big back body drop. Cardinal sin. Big mistake. You sent the message to Bundy with the huge clubbing forearm to the back and then a big clothesline. Down goes Hogan. Drops the knee over the larynx. 2 count. Front face lock by Hogan. Rear chin lock. Not front face lock. I fuck up all the time. I'm not perfect. Mariano Rivera wasn't perfect. Beautiful rear chokehold by Bundy. Putting all his 400 pounds down on the lower back, the deltoids, the traps, the jawline, the head, the neck of Hulk Hogan. This is for the title. And again, email me, inbox me, leave me some suggestions of what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. I can handle the constructive criticism, right, wrong, or indifferent, good, bad, or otherwise. Here's my 2 email addresses. Chaos Big Daddy 2, that's right, Chaos Big Daddy 2 at yahoo.com. Also, Chaos Big Daddy 11. Let me say it again.